Hello everybody, welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. Today is another great day to be walking with God, to be in the light of the Lord. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. So President Donald Trump and Melania Trump shows respect for Ruth Bader Ginsburg at her repose at the Capitol. But the left didn't pay, they didn't show respect. They were out there saying, vote him out. The chant was, vote him out. Vote Donald Trump out. But it's not going to happen. Because of people like you and me. We love our country, we love God, and we love each other. We're not going to let these people, these demon-worshiping, Satan-filled people, take our country from us. Make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure that you are registered to vote. Make sure you get up in the morning if you haven't registered, or if you are not, if you are unsure, please get up and call the county and ask them to check the records and see if you are registered. So you don't want any last minute surprises. But the left was lying about Ruth's final words. Her final words before she died. Her niece or grandchild said that Ruth's final words is that she didn't want her position to be filled until there was a new president. Do you believe that? Honestly, do you believe that? They're saying that Donald Trump should respect her last wishes, but her last wishes were lies because they created it. Now, we've seen video of her saying that the president doesn't stop being president because it's close to a new vote. He's president the full term. Y'all remember when Obama was in there and they was asking President Donald Trump, who had just become president, but it was before January 20th, before he was inaugurated. And they was asking Trump what would he would do with a national thing. And Obama says, one president at a time. There's one president at a time. So President Donald Trump is still president, and he's fulfilling his constitutional duty. But they lied and said that that woman, that was her last wish. And AOC was saying, he's not going to respect a dying wish. How many of you are going to be on your deathbed? Your body's inflamed with cancer. You're racking with pain. And your spirit is getting cold and your body's getting cold because you can feel death coming. And you're going to say for your last wish, not about somebody come pray for me, not about what you're going to do with your belongings, not about having your loved ones around telling them you love them. Her last words had to do with something political. I don't believe these people for 1 second, because they are liars, and they'll do anything for power, even create something about the woman they say deserves respect and put words in her mouth, and she's dead and gone. Let me just tell you about something. Ruth Bader was a great gatekeeper to hell, and she was a queen of death. She was a queen of death. Very dumb, unintelligent, and evil. Her first couple of days in hell, sometimes when you're in places where you are at someone's mercy and you can't get out, you're hoping they will be merciful. Not hell. Once you make it to hell, it's irreversible. It's invocable. Irrevocable. There's no letting out, and it's going to be forever. Her first couple of days in hell was probably like, very, very torturing, very shocking, very tormenting. But she was probably hoping that she would be heard and that she can get out, because she's new there. She's a new soul in hell. Jesus tells something very interesting in Luke chapter 16. I think around the 18th verse it starts. Jesus talks about, now this isn't a parable, this is a literal story. He said there was a rich man, a king named Lazarus, and there was a poor beggar. The rich man lived lavishly every day, wearing purple, eating and drinking to the fullest, celebrating. But there was a poor man outside of his home. I think his name was Lazarus. And he begged for crumbs from the king's table, and the king didn't even give him the crumbs. But the dogs came and licked the poor man, the beggar's wounds. And the Bible says, and Jesus said, the rich man died. Now, this is very insightful. This gives us more insight to what happens when you step out of the body, when your spirit and your soul steps out of the body, and where it's going to go after that. Very insightful what Jesus said. And when you read it slower and really look at what happens. So in this story Jesus is telling, he said the poor man died and the angels carried his body into Abraham's bosom. Or the angels carried him. His body was still on earth, but they carried his spirit into Abraham's bosom. And he said, and the rich man died and was buried. He didn't get an angelic escort. But the poor man did, because he had faith in God. The rich man died and was buried. And the next thing we see that Jesus tells about him is that he was in torment.